Hancock. Looks good. Walker Smith, you did it, kid.
Lincoln County finally wins the ball game 10-7.
The field's all ready, so somebody get the lights. It's Lincoln County football here on Football Friday night. So come on, all you fans of the mighty red and white, and see the Red Devils get another win tonight. Yeah.
The captain's tonight for Lincoln looks like number 50, Dalton Worthington, number 10, Alan Cright, and number 72, Brendan Biles. And we're going to turn it over to Dan in just a second as soon as they get out to midfield. And like I said, we are playing Hancock, and for homecoming, go ahead, Dan. We'll let the official talk to us.
Mr. Bing, Mr. Miller, the fish will be working inside the middle with you. White, you're my visiting team. You'll be calling the toss. We have a heads and we have a tails. Tails, heads. What is your call before I toss? Your call is tails. Tails. It is a heads. You've won the toss. We would like to receive. You want to receive.
Well, there you have it, guys. We won the toss and we're going to receive.
Ah.
A little twist.
No yes. Confidence in what we think we can do with them there. We normally win the toss and we defer, but this night we've won the toss. We want to receive. We want to get the ball and make something happen as quick as possible.
Yeah, Doug, want to make one point here. Craig Jones will not be playing tonight. He hurt his ankle apparently this week. So Craig will not be at starting tailback tonight. So we're kind of anxious to see. I guess it'll be Ursel will probably pick that up and probably get a lot of playing time out of Sherrod tonight, perhaps. So we'll see. It's kind of predicted the second half we probably see a lot of our perhaps second and third string players. But anyway, I want to go ahead and let you know tonight our pregame, our tailgate.
Tailgate press box sponsor.
Yes, is of course the Corner Cafe. They will be open to midnight again tonight. So if you after the football game, if you want to listen to us and then go pick you up, they've got meatball subs, $1.99, along with some other specials. So don't forget about the Corner Cafe is our tailgate sponsor tonight.
All right, Lincoln County's coming out on the field, getting ready to receive the ball. They will be receiving to my left, which was with their backs to the gym. Hancock will be kicking off with their backs to the street. Lincoln County dressed in some bright white pants. Red jerseys, red helmet. Hancock's in, what is that, purple maroonish color pants?
Yeah, like a type of maroon.
USC type color, maybe.
There you go.
That's University of Southern California, not Carolina. And purple helmets and white jerseys.
Reminds me a lot of Minnesota.
Minnesota.
University.
Okay.
College. University of Minnesota.
Okay. UM. And here's the kickoff. It's going to be a high deep one. It's going to be fielded back at about the 8-yard line, going straight up the middle with it. Got it. Gabs up to 30 to 35 and finally brought down to about the 38-yard line. That's where we'll start. Ursel Daniel on the return.
All right, we'll take over on we'll call it 39-yard line, first down and 10, Lincoln County.
Get my other paperwork ready here, and we go with that no-huddle offense. Sherman back there in the shotgun. Daniel back as a setback with him. We got three receivers on the right side, and he's dropping back, looking right to pass, throws out to Sagas. He's got a completion, but he's going to lose some yards out of it. It was a comebacker kind of pass. And he catches it, but they're going to bring him down on about the 33, so we're going to lose about 5 yards out of that whole situation. Actually, they're going to make it 6 yards out of it. Sherman still in that shotgun. He's got the setback with him. Looking to pass, throws out in the right flats. He's got his man out here, number 7. He's got a reception on the first down, going across midfield. Finally brought down out of bounds inside the 40. We're going to call it the 36 of Hancock. Number 7 being Tyler Banks on that reception.
Yeah, 27-yard pickup that time, Doug, for the Red Devils. So we'll have it first and 10 there. Early in the game, there's no score.
Take the glare. Does that help or hurt?
I can see.
All right, we're ready to go. Got 3 receivers on the left side. No set back in the shotgun. Dumps it to Carlson. Coming back into the middle there. Number 6, Rusty Scott on the reception. But we'll lose yards again on those that come back inside.
Yeah, we may need to
go downfield and throw it.
Kind of scratch that, yeah. But we are coming out throwing, Doug.
Yeah.
We've completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been for loss.
And a lot of that could be due to, Craig Jones being out injured. He's kind of one of our workhorses. Another pass play. He looks right, looks left, throws deep down. Got a man way down there, and it's going to be a touchdown. Mason Sagas, 40-yard touchdown. Sherman to Sagas, 10:38. So we've used, a minute and 22 seconds?
Yeah, that's about it. 4 pass plays. Takes us 61 yards and a touchdown. Here early. Looks like we do have Dylan in the game. Doug's going to.
Dylan Arthur is coming out to do that extra point kicking. 2 weeks ago he kind of rolled that ankle a little bit. Been a little timid on it. We draw him off sides again like we did.
You're not on the air. We are not on the air. Crawford just called me.
Yeah, but we back now. We should be back now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
sorry about that.
Yeah,
Crawford called me and said he didn't have it.
Yeah, thanks.
Crawford's got to get all that stuff set up over there and get back over here because he's got a daughter in the homecoming court. So
that's right, Brother Crawford.
Get your shirt and tie or whatever you got on.
Yeah, but appreciate you calling me. Yeah, I got a thing here telling us we did miss the kickoff.
And that was the best broadcasting I've done in 10 years.
Hey, y'all missed it.
Arthur kicking the extra point. It's up far enough, high enough.
Perfect.
And through the upright. And with that quick score, we'll go back to the station for a quick commercial break, and we'll be back for the Lincoln County kickoff to Hancock on your Lincoln County Football Network. And we're back. Lincoln County's kicking off after they scored real quickly there. The ball lands down on about the 15, picked up around the 10 by Hancock. The runner going to the far right side and gets met inside the 20 at about the 21, 22, and that's where Hancock will start their first possession with 10:31 to go in the first quarter. Like I said, Lincoln County. How many plays do we have on that first?
4.
Four plays and scored on our opening drive. And all of them were pass plays.
Yep, that was a little unusual. I don't know if I'm sure we have done that, but I don't remember going. Maybe that's something Coach just kind of wants to work on for future,
And 2 of those pass plays were caught, but for loss of
yards.
For loss,
right, exactly. When we went downfield, we hit it big.
Mm-hmm. All right, Hancock in the I formation. The handoff to the tailback going to the left side. It's going to get hit with a wall of red jerseys there. Maybe picks up a couple yards. He's going to get it to about the 24.
It's like D'Amico's was the first one to make contact that time. He'll make it his first tackle of the night. We are up 7-0, 10 minutes to go in the quarter.
Hancock breaking the huddles, then wide out to either side, still in that I formation. Everything else is in there tight, toe-to-toe on that line. Lincoln County with a 5-man front. Quarterback, 1 step back, throws it out to the right flat. It's got a receiver with the ball. He's going to get it up to about the 30. He's going to bring up sack third. Third and about 2 looks like. So, Hancock moving it on 2 plays here.
Yeah, I threw a little flat out there, like you said, Doug, and Gladman had him, but Gladman was kind of going for a little small ride, and then 25 Trotter comes over to help out on the tackle.
All right, we're going to call it third and probably a long 2 for Hancock. And they're coming out in the wishbone. And he's going to take it to the left side, and he's going to be close to the first. From here, it looks like he's probably going to be a little bit short, but let's see.
Yeah, it's going to be close, Doug. Arcel coming up off his
they're going to say he got it.
Cornerback position. So, wow, they pick up a first down for
Hancock runs 3 plays and picks up 10 yards, picking up a first down. Be 1st and 10 on the Hancock 32, 33-yard line. Ball is on our side of the field. It's not in the middle of the field, but they out in that wishbone. Everything's in tight. We got the 5-man front on defense. Quarterback going to keep it himself going straight up the middle. He's over to 35, finally brought down to about to 37, picks up about 5 quick yards.
I was noticing their quarterback before the game. He's kind of a fire hydrant. I mean, he ain't real tall, but he's pretty wide and stout, and he didn't have his shoulder pads on when I saw him.
All right. And he hit that hole then that time, pretty quick. He was in our secondary before we even, before the line even knew the ball had been snapped, I think.
I said 7-0, Lincoln County.
8:15 to go in the first quarter. Hancock, this is their first possession. They've run 4 plays now and picked up 15 yards total. And there's a flag. Don't
Is
know
that us or them?
which came first, the chicken or the egg.
We jumped.
One or the other.
It's going to be on the guys in red, Uncle Doug.
And that should give them a first on that 5-yard penalty.
It's going to be close. Yep, it will.
And first penalty of the night, if memory serves me correctly.
Yes, your memory is working
I've
well.
got a good
Doug.
4-minute memory, don't I?
Yep, that mountain air didn't affect you a bit, did it, buddy?
All right, first down for Hancock, ball on the 42. Shotgun formation, snap straight back to the back. Now, wasn't the quarterback that got it? He takes off to the left and picks up about 4 or 5 yards. And there's another flag on the play.
Yep.
The quarterback is number 5, isn't it? Or it was on the other play. And that was snapped to number 11.
We got holding on them, so let's go.
So that'll move it back 5, make it 1st and 15 with the ball on about the 38.
It was 10 yards. 10-yard penalty to be 1st and 20.
Okay. What was the penalty?
Holding.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was a little offside. That's all right.
Give him a little caffeine.
I tell you what, man. I was just complimenting a minute ago, and then he done messed it up.
I just got into a daydream mode there. Hancock back in the shotgun. It's a low snap. Quarterback has to pick it up off the ground, and we're going to drag him down from behind. Who was that? Number
Zellas. D'Amicis.
59, Demekus Zellas.
Dekemus. I'm sorry, not Demic. I'm
Dekemus.
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 Yeah.
Deke.
Hooked on phonics.
Exactly.
And that moves them back even further. The ball's on about the 28, and they've got to get it all the way across midfield to about the 47. So it's about 2nd and 25. The end of shotgun again. Two receivers wide out on either side. One setback with the quarterback. He steps back, throws a throw, and he's going to get sacked by number 70, Greg
Parks.
Greg Parks. I wanted to say Craig.
You know, this wishbone offense is not designed for long plays.
You're exactly right. All right, so Hancock now finds itself going backward, Doug. And they got 3rd and pretty much.
That's about where they started from originally, isn't it?
Yeah, on the 22. You're exactly right.
They're back where they started, and they had picked up a first down plus some yards, and now they're moving backwards.
7-0 Red Devils.
Back in the shotgun. One setback with him, receiver on the right side. Fakes a little motion, tries to take off and get out of there, and can't do it, and loses another 4 yards.
It looked like that time Allen kind of made the play there, just kind of broke it down on a couple other Red Devils. And you're right, they're going to lose back inside down to the 18, another 4. So after that first little push, the guys in white and what did you call that? Maroon
or
whatever, going backward.
Burgundy. I don't know. Purplish. But, they started off 4 plays, picked up positive yards, and then 4 plays and lost a ton.
Right.
Punter standing back on about the 7-yard line, gets a low line drive kick off. And herself thought about picking up, but it never took a high enough bounce, so Hancock will down it on their own 46-yard line. That's where we'll start our second possession with 5:25 to go in the first quarter. Lincoln County's up 7-0.
I think that was about a 28-yard punt that time.
It almost hit one of our guys in the back.
He was blocking. Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think it got over 8 feet off the ground.
Right.
Back in the shotgun, Sherman rolling right, throws right. Got number 7, Banks, out in the flats on about the 35 and finally out of bounds we're going to say about at 33, picking up another Lincoln County first down really quick.
Well, we're really coming out slinging it, aren't we?
Yes. We hadn't ran the ball yet, have we?
No, sir. We have not had a running play yet.
All right. Got number 30 in the backfield, Sherrod Jones. Back in the shotgun with Sherman. This time he puts Sagas in motion from right to left and is going to hand to Sherrod going up the middle. Picks up probably about 5-6 yards. Gets to the 25.
Yeah, Sherrod go gain about, 6 yards on that carry?
Yep.
Our
Well, actually,
first
they're gonna
running
give him
play
more.
with less than 5 minutes in the quarter, and we finally run one.
And he picked up 7 yards out of it finally.
Wow, yeah.
It's hard to tell from up here what it was.
And we're still up 7-0.
And we've got Charles Folger. Got a tie
Got
shoe
a
there.
tie shoe there.
Double knot that thing, buddy.
That's right.
Still in that shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side. Sherman throws out to the left. He's got Sagas. Jumps up, gets it, comes down. I believe he's got the first down with a little bit to spare. The ball's going to be on about the 19. So first down, Lincoln. 4:40 to go. First quarter.
That was Mason's third reception of the night. And that's a...
What was that, about 9 pass plays to 1 running play?
We have
something
thrown
like
it 6 times. Yeah.
6. All right. Got motion, Sagas from right to left. They're going to fake the handoff to Jones, and Sherman keeps it coming to the right side, gets it to the 15, picking up a few positive yards, about 3 it looks like. Second run in play. 2 runs, 6 passes.
That was kind of a little weird play that we
It
run
was.
Mason and Sagas, Mason from right to left, and then we turn him around and put him out and blocking in front for Frank and just pick up a couple.
They setting that up. They're going to get it to him one time. He's going to be in
Yeah.
full stride and toss it to him. Pass play out to the left flats. Got the receiver, 87. Bond Turner almost gets a touchdown, but gets knocked out of bounds right at the 1. A hard knock. I mean, he went sailing through the air.
Sure did, man.
But he did hold on to the ball. Got us a 1st and goal from, they're going to put it right at inside the 1 yard line.
I'm almost going to say we may run this one.
Might run this one. I don't know about go on and pass it. You got 4 shots. But Sherman
They didn't have a clue.
fakes the ball to his tailback, and he keeps it and runs unnoticed to the left side. I mean, I don't think anybody realized they had the ball.
No, they didn't.
No,
They didn't.
the offensive line was blocking to the right and down, and everybody went to the defensive left. Sherman just basically was almost like a naked bootleg, but it wasn't a bootleg. He just ran over here, and nobody was in the vicinity.
All right, Dylan Arthur coming out to kick the extra point. Banks does the holding. Snaps there, kicks up. Far enough, high enough, and they shaking their head. Yes, it's straight enough. Arthur gets his 2nd extra point of the night. So with a 14-0 score, we'll go back to hear from some of our sponsors on the Lincoln County Football Network. And we're back with the Lincoln County kickoff. It's a short one, going to be fielded at the 35 by Hancock. Breaks through some folks. I ain't going to say he broke tackles, but he just shot through some people and picks up about 4 yards out of that. So they'll take this possession on the 39.
He actually had the ball stripped. He fumbled it, and they recovered it, though. So.
Okay.
So that will go down as a fumble for them, but not a lost fumble. We do have a score for you. Wilkinson County 6, Washington Wilkes 0. Thank you, Jimmy, back at the station feeding us the scores tonight. And Jimmy promised me he was going to keep me up with the Braves score as well. So this is, I'm a big Braves man.
Crunch time for the Braves.
Yeah,
isn't it?
if they win and the Padres lose tonight, Atlanta's in.
Okay. So, all right. Hancock in the eye. Got wides either side. Turns hands to his tailback. Goes straight up the gut. Gets it to the 40. Picks up about a yard. Going to bring up 2nd and 9 for Hancock. 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Lincoln County's up 14-0.
That time it locked Crite and Parks in on the stop in the interior of the line. Looks like we got 25 in there tonight. James Trotter calling the defensive signals in there.
And the backup quarterback, Garrett Moore, is out there on defense right now. He's out on the.
Yep.
Is he out there at cornerback or is that outside
That's
linebacker?
kind of a linebacker position, yeah.
And they're going to throw the pass out in the far flat. It's going to be a reception, but it's going to be for no gain. Who came up and made that stop?
Ursell, and that's a good job there. to me, that's almost picture perfect. He went right down below his waist, and that's, if you want to stop somebody from running, that's where you go. And good job there by Ursel. Like I said, no gain. Third down and long, 9 yards. We're up 14 points, getting late in the quarter.
Third down, 3rd and 9 for Hancock. We got a 4-man front, and we've got whistles blowing. What, we got a timeout or something?
I don't know what we're doing.
I don't see a flag. Timeout, Hancock. All right, timeout's over. Let's see what.
We're back here at the field with 2:34 left to go, 14-0 Red Devils.
And we were told that color is plum.
Yeah, plum.
All right, Hancock rolling out right, throws right. Does he trap it? It's going to be incomplete because the ball went flying out.
We got a flag on the play.
By plum, did y'all mean plum up?
That's what Prescott up here told us. It was plum.
Plum, burgundy, maroon, mix it all together, and that's what they got out there.
All right.
Plum pudding out there.
We're going to decline the penalty.
You started to say deny it.
Did you catch that? I sure did. I don't know. We just in one of them moods tonight, I'm afraid.
So by deny, you mean we were going to act like it didn't exist?
Exactly. There's another stoppage in play, another timeout for Hancock. And with that, we're going to go, so Doug can get it together up here and don't deny anything again. We're going to go back to the station on the Lincoln County Football Network.
All right, we're back. 4th down play for Hancock. 4th and 9 with the ball on nose of it touching the 40. Obvious punt formation for them. We got our 2 receivers, Daniel and who's the other receiver back there? Is that 30?
Yeah,
Jones?
sure are.
They're standing on about the 33. Let's see what kind of punt. Another wobbly one. A little height to this one. Lands down on about the 44 and rolls to the 41 where we down it. And that's where we'll start our 3rd possession of the night.
He nailed that one for 20 yards.
He was 20-20.
Yeah, about
20 feet out, 20 feet up.
Exactly. Lincoln County's up 14-0, 2:19 to go in the first quarter, and we're going to see if we're going to still keep throwing that thing or not.
Sometimes we don't really appreciate our kicking game as much as we probably should.
Exactly.
When you look at other teams' kicking games at times, it really should make you appreciate what we have. All right, Scott, motion from right to left. He's going to come in and do a little lead blocking. Somebody's got the ball and picked up some yards. Can't tell who's got it, but they pick up about 3 or 4 yards. Daniel on the carry takes it up to about the 45, picking up 4 yards. Well, actually, we're going to say 3. I thought they gave him more than that. 2nd and 7 for Lincoln. Ball on our 45. And we got flags.
It was just his turn to throw it.
It was, because I'm trying to figure out what his flag duty is.
He's thinking too many men on the field.
Oh, for them?
Yep. I think he's going up to count again.
You know what? That was good, Dan. He did walk real slow up there, didn't he? I think he was counting them as he was walking.
And he hadn't counted right.
Have we got a signal yet? I was kind of watching that guy and stuff.
Substitution infraction, they said.
So that is Hancock's 2nd flag of the night for.
So we'll bring up 2nd and 2 with the nose of the ball just barely touching the 50 for Lincoln. And it's going to be Sherman. It's a little low snap. He picks it up off the ground, goes up the middle with it, and picks up the 1st down and more. Gets it all the way down to the 35.
I believe that was a busted play, Doug.
I think it was.
The way it looked like it developed. I don't know exactly what happened, but Franklin just went for 15 yards and a 1st down. Real quick, we got Brian Herring over here at right tackle. At right guard, we've got number 72, Brandon Biles, and, of course, 50 is snapping the ball tonight, Dalton. I think, is it Dalton? No.
And Sagos was in motion again, but a flag goes in the air.
Dalton's at left guard.
You're right,
Billy
there you go.
snapping
Billy,
the ball.
Gotcha, thank you. Yeah, we got Billy McWhorter snapping the ball tonight at center. Dalton is at left guard. And at left tackle, we got big, tall, number 66, Charles Folger. That is Charles over there. No, that's Caleb.
That's Caleb James.
Caleb James. Can you check on Charles for me? Is he hurt, or are we just getting him some playing time in?
All right, we're back in the shotgun. Going to hand it off to Urcel, going off the left side. He follows a block. Got the first down and more. He's down to about the 10. Did he make it to the 10 or shy of it? So he's going to be a little shy, I think. So it's going to be, I'm going to speculate and say first and 10 from the 11. So we could get a first if that's where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
They are just giving a little PT to 62, let him get some reps.
All right, Lincoln's got 3 receivers on the right side. Sherman rolling right, throws right, incomplete right. Intended receiver was Sagas down in the corner of the end zone.
Yep, our first incomplete pass of the night, and it was just about picked. They may have had a guy made a good effort to try to intercept it. We were up 14 points with 57 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, second 10 from about the 11. Sherman quickly throws it out to right. He's got Sagas out here. He's at the 15, lowers his shoulder, and he doesn't get back to the original line of scrimmage. Loses a yard or two on it, I believe.
You know, it looks like Hancock has seen that screen stuff on film.
Yeah.
They're selling out to that.
When we throw downfield, we have good success. When we throw behind the line, we get thrown for a loss. This time we got 3 receivers on the left side. Daniel back to the setback. Sherman rolling there. Throws out in the corner. He's got Sagas down at the 10. He's at the 5, inside the 5.
Ooh, going to be close.
He's going to be close to the first. Almost a touchdown, but going to be close to a first down, I believe.
It is going to be a first down where they've got it spotted.
All right.
Inside the 1.
I've never wrote this many, especially the first quarter, yards for passing. We'll try to get the total for you here at the break.
All right, we're going real quick here. Get this play off before the quarter ends. Going to hand off. Go Daniel going straight up the middle, and then it's a touchdown with 0.65 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Did they throw a flag or not? They had a player running off the field while the play was going on. I mean, I know we wouldn't take it, but he was still running off the field.
That was Daniel on a 1-yard run. All right, Arthur coming out, getting set to kick for his 3rd extra point of the quarter, of the first quarter, that is. They jump off sides, but I don't think they throw a flag. Gets a wobbly kickoff, and it's going to be good. Arthur's good. 3 for 3 tonight on extra points in the first quarter.
21 in a row.
All right, so with 21-0 in the first quarter, Lincoln County comes back upfield. We'll go back to hear from one of our sponsors on the Lincoln County Football Network with less than a second to go. And Lincoln County kicks its 3rd kickoff for the first quarter to Hancock. And Hancock's going to return it back out to about the 26. That's where they'll start their first possession of the second quarter. Now, that is the end of one complete quarter of play. Lincoln County is up 21-0 over Hancock. We've had the ball 3 times. We've scored 3 times.
Yeah.
We've kicked 3. We've attempted 3 extra point kicks and got 3 extra points.
I just found this out on the sideline, a little tidbit of information.
All right, share.
Our PAT was the 21st, and that puts Dylan 2 past Vernon for the record of consecutive PATs.
Vernon had a record?
Now,
did Vernon tell you he had that record, or did
Vernon? Well, Richard actually Goolsby told me first.
Oh, cool.
So I mean, I'll have to,
I'm
puts him 2 passes, so he tied him with the first one. Went past him with the second.
Went past him with the second one, so now he's got 21 PATs.
All right.
And I say consecutive. I'm not 100% certain. I don't remember if that's.
Look, well, Vernon played back when they, like the footballs was real,
had helium in them.
When they were rounded.
Yeah, they were round. They were round when Vernon.
Didn't have stripes on them.
Because I was there. I've got a baseball score for you, and this is good news. Atlanta 1, Philadelphia 0 in the bottom of the first.
I don't think that's consecutive because I think we've missed. So it must be just the PATs on a season. I don't know for sure. It may be consecutive.
I'll tell you in a minute if he's missed any this season.
No, he's not. Dylan's not missed any.
All right, Hancock throws out to the right flat. I believe he's going to catch it, but he falls down as he catches it, and it's going to be for a loss of yardage.
Yeah, lose a couple there.
They're doing the same thing we do. If we throw behind the line, you lose yardage. Throw downfield and get some positive yards.
We're up 21-0 with 11:40 to go here in the half, and you got to stay here for halftime tonight, folks. Doug Newman will give his infamous play-by-play of the beautiful young ladies that will be in search of the homecoming queen and homecoming princess this year, homecoming 2010.
He should come down to the sideline so he can look at them from the front.
I've thought about that, but you know that ain't happen, brother.
I'd be out of breath time I got down there. What y'all talking about? All right, 2nd and 12 for Hancock. Throws a pass across the middle, in and out of the hands of the receiver. See if he could have held on to it, he would have picked up about 7-8 yards, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for Hancock. The bad thing about the homecoming thing is we're on the opposite side of the field now, so all we get to see is the backs of the folks as they're going across instead of them coming across. But it would be good to Dan, you'll have to stay down there and we'll tag team on this part of it tonight.
I'll give this side's view for you.
You give the front view, I give the...
I'm assuming at halftime, though, you'll want me to come that way after that, huh?
After what?
After halftime.
Yeah. All right, Hancock quarterback tries to run it up the middle. It gets nothing. It's going to bring up 4th. It loses a couple yards. 4th and 14 with the ball on about the 21, so they'll probably be punting because every time we've gotten the ball so far tonight, we have scored.
Yep. Looked like Jatavius and Dakimas on the stop that time. And they lost some more, didn't they?
So what have we got? About 140 yards offense?
Doug, we've got 81 yards passing and 40. You close 49 yards rushing. Okay. So whatever that adds up to be. 130. You're close.
I'm pathetic.
21-0 Lincoln County.
Punts. This one doesn't get 6 feet off the ground, but it goes about 60 feet across the ground. They're going to down it on the 46. That one didn't get above the heads of the players.
No, sir, it didn't, but he hit it for about a 34, 35-yard boomer that time for Hancock. And
it's kind of like one of them golf shots when you're in the woods and you just rear back and hit it.
Right.
It stays low and misses the trees, but it still goes up the field a little bit. Got it out in the fairway.
There you go.
Doug, you're making an assumption. See, Addison doesn't go in the woods. He wouldn't be able to relate to that.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, I still got a golf ball embedded in a tree about 60 feet up. All right, Moore back quarterback and fires one down the side intended for Bond. Turner just a little bit over his height. He was height restricted on that one.
Yep. 2nd down, 10. 10-15 go in the half, and we're up 21 points.
All right. Moore stretching his arm out. 2nd 10, back in the shotgun. 3 receivers on the right. He's rolling right, looking. Throws, got his receiver at the 45, and he's going to squirm around. I believe he's going to squirm into the 1st down.
Yep.
Tyler Banks under reception. That's about Tyler's 3rd reception tonight.
You are right. You are right, my friend. I tell you, you'd stay on top of things pretty good, buddy.
I just like to make it seem like I'm not. All right, Moore still back there, quarterback, and 2 receivers either side. 1 setback with him, looking right, fires right. Got his receiver right. Did he stay in bounds?
I hope so, because that was a great catch.
Did.
Yep. And that was Banks again on his 4th reception.
Wow.
Up and down, and was able to. It would have been easy for him to stride and catch it and would have stepped out of bounds, but this one was one of those that goes up and comes down with both feet together just like the pros do, from my vantage point, and I'm sticking to that. All right, what is it, 2nd in the yard? And Moore is going to keep the ball. He's going to lose a yard. Was that a busted play?
Yeah.
The snap was a little bit low getting back there and just didn't kind of go the way it needed to.
Tackle made by Kendrick Mayweather.
And I still have to get in the full rhythm of this no huddle offense.
Sure, it's tough, man.
I think I have 15 seconds or so in between things to idly daydream while I'm waiting on something to happen.
3rd down and 1.
Moore back in the shotgun. Hands to Jones, going up the right side. It's going to pick up some good yards. 1st down, he's across the 30. They're going to mark him down about the 25, and that's where we'll start with a 1st down. 9:14 to go in the half. 21-0 Lincoln County here on Homecoming Friday night. Yeah.
It's our 10th 1st down of the football game. Oh, wow.
And somebody gets drawn off because somebody on our offensive line got pushed back on his keister.
Yep. I think that's going to be on them, I believe.
Was it the center sitting there? He couldn't do nothing. He just had to take the
man,
hit.
You're in no man's land.
If you move, they might call you for moving.
Yep. All right.
So they stay planted, and we get the 5-yard freebie. So it'll be 1st and 5 with the ball on about the 23 now. Moore drops back, throws across the middle. It gets knocked down by Hancock, so it'll bring up 2nd and 5 for Lincoln. And we don't normally see Moore till late 3rd quarter, so he's out.
Yeah.
Well, I guess 1st quarter Sherman probably had run enough plays.
He'd run quite a few. Yeah. You're right.
They might have to be icing his arm
Yeah,
down.
I was going to say his arm was tired.
All right. Sherrod Jones is set back with Moore back out of the shotgun. And Moore's going to fake it to him. Moore keeps it himself, and he's got the 1st down. He's over the 20 down to about the 17, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Lincoln on the Hancock 17. Clock stops. We're going to move the chains at 8:49. That is 8.49, 8 minutes and 49 seconds.
Yes, hey, you're right. You're right, buddy. You're right, buddy.
All right, Moore pumps, fakes, looking, nothing there. Oh, stepped up, and when he stepped back, he just lost his foot and sat down on the 25. He was trying to bounce back and spin around and couldn't make it happen. So we lose a lot of yards on that one.
It lose about 8, I think, Doug.
He kind of bumped the feet of the offensive lineman that was blocking in front of him, and that's what he lost his balance.
So to bring up 2nd and 17 with the ball back just shy of inside the 25. He's got 2 setbacks with him back there in the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself. He faked it to number 6, Rusty Scott.
Fumble, I think. Yep.
There's a flag and a fumble, and we don't pick up much yardage if it isn't a fumble.
So let's see what the flag is. We're up 21-0 with 8 minutes to go in the half. Looks like we got 75 Howard in the football game now. See if there's been any other changes.
They're giving it to them. The penalty's on us. So turnover.
Wow.
After further
I heard Gil Madison say after further review.
I think everybody's having one of those kind of nights.
Yeah, that was pretty good there now. 81-91.
All right, so that's first turnover tonight, isn't it?
Yeah. It is that, my friend.
And that's the first time we've been stopped on a possession.
Yep.
And we stopped ourselves. All right, triple I formation, hands to the middle man. He goes up the middle, not much happening there. He's going to get it to about the 24.5, picking up about 2 yards. Bring up 2nd and 8 for Hancock with a 7:50 to go on the clock and to the half. Lincoln up 21-0.
Right now, I've got these guys for -2 yard. Well, they gained a yard there, so they're at minus a yard rushing on the night. So good job by our defensive front, shutting them down, running the football.
All right. And we got a flag before anything gets happening out there.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
Once again, want to thank the crowd. We've got a pretty good homecoming crowd. We're not packed, but we are pretty full over there across the way, and we do have a few people standing along the fence. So good job tonight by our fans coming out.
All right, little.
That's going to be
Another flag.
Yeah.
Had 3 backs back there, and the quarterback's back in the shotgun. He was going to take it and just follow those 3 backs for a power sweep to the right side, but there's a flag that stops it all.
Yep.
What do you call that formation?
That was, Glenn told me about that one. It's a full house backfield beside the quarterback. Not behind him, but they're beside him. And he's in the shotgun. He told me they're going to run that some tonight.
He's in the shotgun.
He said
He's got
never
three
seen that in
stacked
his
up
life.
backs.
Right.
3 guys and a quarterback.
Yep. Exactly right.
3 guys and a burger.
Look at this. That is wow.
And he's going to take it and follow those lead blockers. 3 of them is a power sweep to the right. And he's across the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. One man giving pursuit of the other 40 to 30. And finally bring him down inside the 25. No flags do we see.
Whoa.
Well, we talked about it, and it worked.
It went 55 yards worth. Wow, so their 10 fans are on their feet over here.
And we had we had 3 or 4 shots at him. We just.
Yeah. Who was that? The car that looked like Ursel.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Had to catch up to him.
You are correct. It was Ursel.
So they're going to have it 1st and 10 on our 25. 6:35 to go in the half, and we're up 21-0.
All right, Hancock. They're linemen, toe to toe. They're almost stepping on each other's insteps. Turns, hands to his setback, and number 10 bushed through, jumped on his back. Alan Cricht on the stop. Should be for a no gainer.
Yeah, Alan looked upset, didn't he?
Well, he jumped on his back, but
yeah.
He stopped him anyway, which if he hadn't, we had some other guys there that would have made the stop.
Get him, Jesus. Get him, Jesus.
And they're going to say he picked up maybe a foot out of that. So 2nd and 9 and 2/3 yards to go. Triple I. Formation there. Now, which came first? Did their back go first, or did our guy jump across the line? That's going to be close. I think their back saw our guy coming across, but I think the official's probably going to.
After further review, that's one of those. It was hard to tell.
It was.
Yeah, it was like simultaneously. Y'all like that word?
I mean, almost like at the same time.
Yes, sir.
They're going to mark it off on them, though.
They're going to mark it on them. We had a guy shoot through a gap, and by the time he started moving, one of their backs started moving.
Yep.
That's an old algebra equation. Train A left the station on track A.
Man, I never could get
at
that.
5.34 seconds to go in the game. The other one left at 5.332 seconds. And they're going to drop back, fake a pass, throw a high wobbly pass, throws under the guy, and he can't turn around and get it. If he could turn around and wait on it, he would have had it.
Yeah, we were beat that time, Doug.
And that was one of those times, he just lofts it up to a spot, and the guy runs the spot, and he turned around the wrong way.
Right.
If he turned left instead of right,
touchdown.
5:20
to go in the half. 21-0 Lincoln County.
And that brings up 3rd and 13 for Hancock. We got power eye right. Formation. Hancock, everything else in tight. Quarterback turns, hands to his power man. Going from right to left. Slanton gets hit. Breaks loose. Finally brought down at about the 26. Gets back to about the original line of scrimmage.
I like the way Ursel tackles. I mean, he don't try to look.
He stops him.
He stops him, right. 4th down and 10. 4:50 to go in the half. We're up 21 points. I assume they will go for it for here.
They got nothing to lose from here.
You mean you don't think their punter's their field goal kicker?
I tell you, he could pin us inside the 10 from there. I can promise you that.
This would be the type punt. If he punted from right there, he'd get a 40-yarder. Wrong time, wrong place.
In the road.
Yeah. Shotgun formation, wide outs to the left, back to the right, and
intercepted.
A block pass intercepted, and we're going to end up with it.
Big Greg Parks got his hand on that ball on the tip, and then Trey Brown caught it.
Trey Brown got it, and we're going to take over on the 34 with 4:21 to go to the half. This half is gone by so far in 40 minutes.
This will be our worst starting field position of the night on the 34.
All right, Moore still in the game. He's back in the shotgun. Got 3 receivers on the right. Rolling right, looking, throws out in the right flats. Throws a little bit underneath his intended receiver, Banks, for an incomplete pass. Moore looking over the sideline, getting the wig-wag signals or whatever you want to call them, where they give hand signals and all that good stuff, getting it. He's got 3 receivers on the right. Set back with him in the shotgun on the left. Banks wide on the left. Scott going motion right to left. Going to hand off to Daniels. Got a hole, goes right, comes back left, and it's going to be a foot race at the 40, the 30, 20, 10, Touchdown, Lincoln. No yellow flags on the field.
66-yard run by Brother Ursel Daniel.
And he came back right. The whole play was designed to, he came back left. The play was designed to go right. Saw the block and was there and just came behind his blocks and peeled off to the left. That's at 4:03 in the second to go. Say 66 yards.
66. Wow, we're scoring just about every way you can now.
And Arthur coming out to kick. Banks doing the holding again. See if the string keeps going. High enough, far enough, right into the gym, and the extra point is good. So Lincoln County goes up 28-0. 4 minutes to go to the half. And we'll be back in just a second on the Lincoln County Football Network. And we're back for the kickoff. And it's going to be a deep one. Fielded at about the 13 by Hancock on the left side of the field. Got a flag thrown way up the field.
He just fell down, didn't he? I mean, kind of.
But did you see that flag? The official was back here on about the 10, and he threw it all the way up to the 30.
No way. Is that his flag up there?
That is, those beach darts and lawn darts? That's what it looked like sailing across there.
Do you remember the guy that played in the pros that got hit in the eye with it? Yeah, hey. I think he played for the Cleveland Browns, I believe. But anyway, it was a flag on, and the ref threw it. A lot of times they used to throw it at whoever the flag, and it hit him in his eye. And it did his career.
Wow!
It didn't blind him, but it made it so that he couldn't. That was just that was it.
That one could have, because like I said, he was on about the 10 and threw it all the way up to the 35. A line drive shot at that. It wasn't one of them high ones either.
And they're going to back them on up here. Hancock Central fixing to start their 7th possession of the night. They've had one long run a while ago, but did nothing with it. They're going to start way back on.
Back on the 6.
Wow.
On the 6 with 3:57 to go to the half. Hancock is trailing 28-0. And they're going to try to come around the right side. We stack it up back in the middle. They get nothing out of it. Maybe even lose a foot.
I believe you're right there.
They lost a foot. It's going to be back, put down right at the 5-yard line. So it'll be second. We're going to call it 2nd 11 for Hancock.
Looked like Trey Brown led the way that time with what I've got him for his first really solo tackle of the night, and he does have an interception tonight.
And they're taking a good long time. There's quarterback's under center. He's got 3 backs behind him, and he turns and hands to his furthest back, trying to go up the middle, and he gets back to the line, and probably no more. Bring up 3rd and 11.
Good job once again by the interior by line. Looked like Allen led the way that time. And as you called it, I don't think they got anything out of it. 3 minutes to go in the half, and we're up 28-0.
I hate this call I'm getting ready to say, but it would be smart on Hancock to quick kick with the kicker they got.
That's old school there, Doug. Yeah, I like the old quick kick.
A quick kick and try to catch us off guard. Otherwise, we can peel our ears back and go after them and block. Quarterback's going to be a run to the right side, and we're going to stuff it up right there, bring him down at the 5. So it's going to bring up 4th and 11 with the ball on the Hancock 5. Normally, I hate the quick kick, but in this situation, it would make sense. They don't have a good punter.
Right. So, we're going to get in great field position here, I assume. Great job that time by 59 to Keemus Zellers, who strung it out and got a little bit of help that time from 25. Trotter.
And I don't know that I wouldn't put 11 people on the line and just go after it. But we're going to send 2 back. Our deep guys are standing on the Hancock 35. Their punter is midway into the end zone. Snaps there. We put no pressure. It's a line drive kick again. It lands on the 20, rolls to the 40, 41, 42, and that's where we down it. So 1 minute 42 to go to the half. Lincoln County will have the ball again.
37-yard punt. Hey, we kind of been cutting up about this cat a little bit, but he don't get it high, but it rolls when it hits. Yeah. So looks like we still got our offensive starting line in the game.
Looks like Doug's drives.
Yes, those absolutely.
They ain't pretty, but they go pretty far.
Ooh, listen.
All right, Moore fakes handoffs, throws out the right flat. He's got his receiver out there who immediately gets smothered and brought down. Maybe picks up a yard. Now Sagas on the reception.
Yep.
Those comeback passes are not working.
Yeah.
They're on us.
That's Mason's 6th reception of the evening.
All right, 2nd and 9 for Lincoln. Minute 17 to go to the half. Moore rolling left, looking, throws. Got his receiver on the sideline, brought down. First down. Bond turned on the reception.
Yeah, we got a flag. And more than likely that's on us.
Probably a hole. It's
Oh,
back here at the line of
he pretty
scrimmage.
quick, so yeah, hopefully it's nothing but maybe a motion or something like that. I hope it didn't hold.
Oh, it's thrown pretty quick. Okay, it could be.
Yeah,
motion.
I
Okay.
saw it come out pretty quick. Yeah. it's on us.
Procedure.
Our 2nd flag of the evening. We've got a minute 9 to go in the half. 28-0 Lincoln County.
And Moore's getting back in that shotgun. He's got Sherrod Jones back with him. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. 4-man rush from the front. Throws across the middle. He's got Rusty Scott for a completion. At about the 36. Going to bring up 3rd and 5 for Lincoln. Less than a minute to go to the half. Or we're going to hurry up and get the plays off and try to get 2 or 3 plays run and
I think so.
make it a 35-0 game before half, or what?
You know, I like that call. I am a tight end fan. I like to see hit the tight end over the middle.
All right, Scott in motion from right to left. And they're going to hand to Jones going from left to right. Picks up the first down. Should stop the clock till they get the chain set. With 25 seconds, be first down from the 30. We're lining up. Let's get ready to run the play, fellas. Snaps there. Moore rolling right, throws right. And he's got Banks for another reception. He steps out of bounds with 18 seconds to go to the half. And we've been spreading those passes out. This Banks, Turner, and Sagas
absolutely.
have at least three, and what'd you say, Sagas with about 6 or 7 receptions?
6, yeah.
All right, 18 seconds. 2nd down. Ball on the 22. Moore standing in the pocket, throws to the end zone, away from everybody. Uses 6 seconds, got 12.5 seconds to go.
Yeah, you knew we was going to have to probably pretty much chunk one close to the end zone that time, and Garrett just decided to go for a home run there, and like you said, I don't know if he thought Mason was going to go left or what there, but he really just kind of overthrew everybody away from him.
He threw into triple coverage. We had one man-to-man coverage out here on Tyler Banks on the right side.
All right, Jones is set back in the shotgun with Moore. 2 receivers either side. Looks right, looks back left, throws back right. He's got
touchdown.
Banks in the end zone for a touchdown. A 23-yard touchdown.
Sir. That's it.
With 7 seconds.
Wow.
I don't know if y'all picked up on that pattern, but he kind of ran a cut straight across, and then he just faded back toward the post, and that got him off for the defender.
All right. Moore to Banks. Dillon coming in to kick the extra point. Snaps there. Kick is up. Kick is good.
What is it?
Good.
Let's keep it here, Doug, because I got a couple. I got a couple of scores I want to give you. What was that kick?
Good.
Wilkinson County leads Washington Wilkes 8-0 right before the half. And if you're a Brave fan, good news for you. We were in the bottom of the second. Atlanta 1, Philadelphia 0.
When?
Who's on first?
Where? We got 7.5 seconds to go to the half. Is that the quarter horn going
What is
off?
that horn? Is that your alarm, Big D, on your car?
That's my cell phone. I'm sorry.
So this should be one of the things we kick off, and unless they fair catch it or drop on the knee and call timeout, that should pretty much run it out. Of course, the clock will stop as soon as we get him down to get the chain set. So we either got time for just a kickoff or kickoff and possibly one play. But Lincoln County is up 35-0 as we're getting ready to conclude the first half of play. And the ball is going to be fielded at the 10, and he's coming to the right side. And he's got the lane. He's up the sideline and goes out of bounds with 1 second to go. Goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Yep, Jarvis pushed him out. Jarvis Jones.
Think about it. If he takes 2 more steps, quarter's over.
Yep, you're right. You're exactly right.
And there's a flag over here.
Oh, dear Lord.
Flag on the 26 at the out of bounds.
Their laundry bill is going to be kind of high.
I guarantee you. Did you see that flag the guy threw a while ago I was talking about?
I did. I was like, you did look like a lawn dart.
Lawn dart going across there like, holy cow. Can you say that? Holy cow. Except in India.
Yeah. All right.
I guess they are holy over there, too. Okay. All right. 1 second to go. Quarterback. Well, he gets the pass off. The horn blew, and he passes off out of bounds at the 45. But did I see another flag?
Yeah, another flag. It looked like Allen just kind of quit on it.
We jumped on that.
Yeah.
We were offsides on the right defensive end, so we may get another
So
play
that's
out of
a
this.
defensive penalty, so that'll give him a freebie. Nope. Against them, so that will be the quarter. All right, now where's the homecoming folk?
They'll be out here directly. Do you want to go ahead and take it back to the station till we see them, Doug? How do you want to do this?
Let's just go back for a quick
Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, let's take about 2 commercial
one or
breaks.
two
there,
commercials, and then bring it right back to us.
Jimmy. Yeah. Be right back. All right.
I'm going to turn this second half over to Dan, so y'all take it away here,
All right,
fellas.
before Dan grabs it, let me give you some scores at halftime. Wilkinson County 8, Washington Wilkes 0. And in the top of the 4th, Atlanta 1, Philadelphia 1. That's not good news. So, but we got a ways to go there. The Phillies are not playing their aces either, I don't think, Dan. So maybe we can.
No, the only pitcher they had to face was Hamels, and that was in game 2. So
Yeah.
they're getting. All right, we're going to kick off. That's Dylan out there kicking. I mean, not Dylan. Max, thank you. He kicks it deep to about the 15-yard line. He's going to take it. There's a flag already down. He's going to run off to the right, get out to about the 20, and then be greeted rudely over there. But there's flags, and those will pretty much have to be on Hancock. So
Yeah, it's a bunch of yellow.
yeah, there's a lot of laundry on the field. Has been all night long.
Yeah. All right. Uh-oh, Philadelphia 2-1.
Who do we have on the mound for the Braves tonight?
The rookie, I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
Beachy or
Beachy,
something.
yeah. So that ain't good.
All right, well, they're going to back them up. Looks to about inside the, they're going inside the 10 on down to about the 5. So, I don't know if that was a spot foul or what. The official's facing the opposite direction, so I couldn't see exactly what he was saying on the play, but it is half the distance to the goal, and it's going to be marked on about the 6-yard line. Huh? Gill said the 12, but that ain't the 12. That's the 6 or the 7.
Yeah, Gil also said upon further review. I heard that.
All right, they're in a shotgun formation with a back on either side. There's 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to take the snap, roll to his left. He's looking, got a man out there in the flat, but he's going to be met pretty quickly and dropped by Ursel Daniel. He's going to get out about to the just short of the 10-yard line with 11:38 to go in the third quarter. We're up 35-0 on homecoming night.
Yeah, like I said, Dan, just threw that little quick down and out over here on the left, and Ursel makes another tackle tonight. That gives him 6 on the evening. Plus, I don't know if that's good or bad with your cornerback leading the way, but they've ran a lot of sweeps too, though. So I guess that is the reason.
They have quarterback in the shotgun. Got a running back, two backs in the backfield to his right. He's going to roll to his right, looking, got a receiver out there, throws it high over everybody. So that goes incomplete, and it'll be third down and about 7, 8 for a first down. As the Red Devils are still up 35-0 with 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. Are we going to get a continuous clock up 35, or does it have to be the fourth quarter?
I think, yeah, I think it's the fourth, I think. There may be 40 in the third. Is that right? Something like that.
That's right.
You're close, yeah.
All right. Hancock Central breaks their huddle. See what they've got. They got 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, 2 backs in the backfield. And they're confused about the formation. Going to have to call a timeout here with 11:05 to go in the third quarter. Red Devils up 35-0. So do we want to send it back to the station for a commercial? It's 35-0 Red Devils, 11:05. We'll send it back to the radio station for a commercial. All right, we're back at the Lincoln County, at Buddy Bufford Stadium here with Lincoln County up 35-0 in the third quarter. They're going to take a snap, try to make a quick throw, and he's going to hit him out at about the 25. He's going across the 30 out to about the 33 or 34-yard line. And that's going to be a first down here with 10:57 to go in the third quarter. Hancock Central is going to get a first down here on their first drive. A nice little pattern there across the middle.
Yeah, I think they picked up about 24 yards on that play, and that's going to get them out of a deep hole and a first down and 10. 10:50 to go in the third quarter, and it's 35-0 Red Devils.
Looks like we still have a good number of starters, mostly starters out there on the defense. All right, Hancock Central is in the shotgun again, and snap's going to be low, and he's going to run to his left and get a couple there on the play. Not much there for him. It's going to be second down and about 8.5 or 9. It's going to look like maybe 8.
It's like the tackles made that time by Zellers and Parks.
All right, Hancock Central's in a huddle again. They're going to break the huddle and come up to the line. Quarterback once again is in the shotgun. He's going to have a tailback on either side of him. They got 2 receivers right, 1 left. And he's waiting on the snap. There's a snap again. It bounces to him low, and he's going to run to his right, pitch to his toss to the right, to the running back, and he's going to get up, maybe get out to about just short of the 40-yard line. Maybe get another 2 yards on the play, and we're going to call it third down and 6, I believe. It looks more like 5, Edison. So it's third down and 5 to go with 9:33 left to go in the third quarter. Red Devils up 35-0. All right. Hancock Central breaks the huddle. They've got a wide receiver out to the right, 2 to the left, 2 backs in the backfield. The quarterback is in the shotgun. He's going to take another skip snap. He's going to roll to his left, got a man out there. We're on him quickly. That's Ursell on him quickly. He's going to spot him out at about the 41-yard line, so it's going to be fourth and about 3 on that. We'll give him, well, I'm going to say 4th and 4. Maybe give him a yard on that play. Yeah. They're not us, so we can't give them an extra yard.
That's exactly right.
All right, the clock is ticking with 8:50 to go in the third quarter. We're still up 35-0. And it looks like they're going to go for it. Yep. All right, so they break the huddle. They come up to the line. Look for a hard count here. They've got the power I with 3 running backs behind the quarterback. Quarterback's under center this time. I think that he's going to take it and run off the left side, and he is not going to get the first down. He might get a yard, maybe 2 at the most out of it, but it is nowhere near first down. It'll be Red Devil ball on about the 43-yard line, looks like to me, where they're spotting it. So we'll take over with 8:18 left to go in the third quarter, up 35-0, and we'll see what comes out on offense. Right now,
man, he ran that like it was a 4th and a foot. What? I mean, it was nothing.
He didn't step back from the line, really. He just took the snap, took a half a step back, and came out. All right, Frank is back in at quarterback in the shotgun. 3 wideouts left, 1 right. He's going to fake it to Ursell, and he's going to run up the middle and not get much. He's going to drop at about the 40-yard line, so that's going to be about 3 yards. About 3 yards, so it's 2nd and 7 to go. Again, we're going to be in that hurry-up offense, and we've got Frank in the shotgun, Ursell in the backfield with him. Got 1 wide out to the right, 2 to the left. Got a tight end on the line for a change. We got a man in motion from the left, coming to the right. Going to take the snap. He's looking downfield. Got a man in the middle, throws him a little high, tips and falls, and almost caught by one of the defensive backs, but he doesn't quite get to it. So it's going to be 3rd down and 7 to go. So here we are with 7:40. The clock stopped with the incomplete pass, and again we're in that hurry-up offense, and we're going to have three wideouts to the left, one back in the backfield, and a wideout to the right. Frank in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap, roll to his left. He's looking, got a man open down there. Oh, and he's got it. Yep. Defensive man tried to make a move on him, but it's going to be caught at about the 30-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, they're calling it incomplete, I think.
How is the guy there? Wow. The ref that was over there by the ball said it was caught, but the ref literally on the other side of the field said it was incomplete.
Huh.
So that's an interesting call, but Bond had a catch out there, it looked like to me. But I don't have a striped shirt on, so it doesn't matter.
There you go.
Late pass.
What was that down there, brother?
It was an incomplete pass. He didn't catch it.
All right, thank you, Decker. Look at, we got Deckeron down there.
In the shotgun formation, 2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. He's looking down the field, and he's got a man open. Tyler Banks in the middle, and he's going to make a great catch between 2 defenders, and that's going to be down inside the 10-yard line, down at about the 7.5. So it is going to be 1st down and goal to go with 7:25 left to go. Red Devils up 35-0 in the 3rd quarter.
Boy, Tyler's really stepped it up, Dan, and apparently their confidence in him is because they're really going to him a lot tonight. That's his 7th reception tonight. It actually puts him over 100 yards in receiving.
All right, Frank's in the shotgun, got 2 wideouts left. One comes in motion, got 1 wideout right. He's going to hand it to Ursel. Ursel's going to run right, cut it back in the middle, and get in there almost untouched. Just one guy kind of got him a little bit low for a second, but he scores with 7 left to go in the 3rd quarter. The Red Devils now are up 41-0, and we're waiting on the PAT.
I think we got Max in there going to do the kick, try for the PAT, get the young freshman in there.
Max Ashmore going to get another shot here.
Yeah, he'll be our go-to guy next year, I assume. Deckeron, can you feel the excitement down there, son? Uh-oh. Hooked it.
Oh, I missed it wide left, so it is going to be 41-0 with 7:11 to go in the 3rd quarter. Do we want to send it back to the station for a break, or are we going to keep it here?
I tell you, we kick it so quick.
Let's keep it here.
If you don't
we can
mind,
keep it here.
We'll tell you that our pregame and I guess during game meal, what we like to call our hospitality, for our press box was brought to you tonight by the Corner Cafe, and they're still open. They're going to be there to midnight tonight. So if you're at the ball game and you listen to this replayed on 105.3, run over to the Corner Cafe and get you something to eat or drink or whatever. Or if you're at home and want to take a quick break, go get you something from the Corner Cafe tonight. The Prescott boys may be in there. They're doing some live entertainment tonight. They're going to be singing "Thank God I'm a Country Boy." One will be singing while the other one does like a dance. So you need to be there. They're going to perform about 10:30.
We're lining up for the kickoff. Max is going to kick it. He's going to get a pretty good foot into it, down to about the 14-yard line. It's bobbled a little bit. He's going to run off to his right. Got some coverage there. He turns back to his left, and he slips down at about the 23-yard line. If you haven't been to a game, there's a few guys you need to come watch on kickoffs.
Exactly.
A few guys running down the field. Always good to keep an eye on 34 going down the field and see who he hits.
Deshaun. Yeah, he is always fun to watch going downfield.
All right, Hancock Central is going to take over with 7:04 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Red Devils up 41-0 on homecoming. And Hancock's in the huddle. We still have starters on defense. Got a couple of subs in there. And there's a couple of guys, frankly, that got arrested. I know Stephen Morris was getting arrested tonight, giving his wrist more time to heal. All right, they're in a shotgun formation. Got 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 out to the left, 2 backs in the backfield. The quarterback takes the snap and runs to his left. He's going to wiggle through there, worm through there, and maybe get, I'm going to think about 5 based on where that ball is marked out to about the 20. 27.5-yard line. We'll call it 4 with 2nd and 6. All right, Hancock is in the huddle again. They break the huddle and they're coming out. Got 2 wide receivers going right again. 2 backs in the backfield, quarterback in the shotgun, 1 wide out to the left. Quarterback's waiting on the snap. He's going to take it. It's a good snap this time. Runs to his left. And he's going to run around and run into Big Deshaun there. Deshaun's going to wrap him up. Now, I say quarterback. This is really more like a wildcat because this guy has not been the quarterback. 11 has been a tailback for them. So you can call it what you want to. He's standing in the quarterback spot. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 to go. With less than 6 minutes to go. Hancock breaks in the 3rd quarter. Hancock breaks the huddle. They got 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Again, kind of an H-back and a back in the backfield. Quarterback's in the shotgun. He takes the snap and quickly runs to his left, and he's going to cut it back into the middle, and that's going to be close to a 1st down. We're going to see where the spot is. They're marking it, giving them a 1st down, so saying move to change. So it'll be 1st down for them. At about, what would you say that is, Addison? About 33 or 34?
Yes, yeah.
Hancock huddles again. Waiting on them to break the huddle and see what formation they come out with. Looks like they're sticking with that 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left in the same backfield formation.
Yeah, so that's a listen.
And quarterback's in the shotgun.
Forgot I was on the air.
He's going to take the snap and run to his left. And Garrett's going to meet him rudely out there and throw him down. He's going to get about 2 yards on the play, so it looks like it'll be 2nd down and 8 in the 3rd quarter. Around 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter with Red Devils up 41-0. All right, it looks like they're going to spot him with only a gain of 1, so it'll be 2nd and 9.
That's Garrett's 2nd tackle on the evening. They getting Garrett in a lot of reps on defense now, kind of at a linebacker position. He's a real wide linebacker, if that's what you want to call him.
All right, they break the huddle again with 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left. Got the quarterback in the shotgun, got kind of an H-back and then another back up with him. He's going to take the snap, and again, he's going to run toward the line, cut it back to the right, and we bounce. He bounces out there. Kreitz in pursuit. He's got him. Going to drop him. He might get a yard out of it, or it's hard to tell at the angle. I'm looking across the field here. Yeah, they're going to move it up. Give him a yard on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and about 8.
Yeah, Allen was in hot pursuit. That's Allen, and I saw Rusty in on the tackle as well. That's his 8th tackle on the night. So a busy night for Allen.
Busy night for Allen Crank.
Yeah.
Rhyming tonight.
Yes, rhyme every time.
All right, Hancock breaks the huddle. Officials blowing something here. I don't know what this is about. Looks like maybe a malfunction or may have a player bleeding. Getting him off the field.
Looks like Deshaun's going off.
Their equipment or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's equipment. So they'll run somebody else out on the field in his place. And again, Hancock. This time they're going to keep the formation in tight, bunched up. They've got kind of 2 backs. Actually, they got 3 receivers in tight on the left side of this formation. Got quarterback takes the snap, rolling to his left, and got a man breaking over the middle, but the throw was unfortunately out to the left. The man was open in the middle, but I think Frank was going where the ball was rather than where the offensive player was. So that'll go incomplete, and it'll be 4th down and 8. And this time it looks like they may be sending the punter out there. Look for a low squibber.
Exactly. Give you some scores real quick. Wilkinson's still on top of Washington, 8-0. And unfortunately, Philadelphia's gone ahead of the Braves 2-1 in the top of the 5th.
All right, they're in punt formation. We've got Ursel and Sherrod, I believe, back there. Sherrod Jones. All right. The snap is high, but he fields it, gets it off, and it's actually his highest punt by far of the night. It's going to land at about the 37 and roll inside the 30 down to about the 28. So Lincoln County Red Devils will take over with 3:21 to go in the 3rd quarter, up 41-0. And I'm looking at the guys coming on the field. It is the starting offensive line, but there are some subs in other positions. I see Ben Turner out there now. I'm seeing who's going to come out at quarterback. I
Creech.
see Creech out
Yeah.
there in the game. Who's 18 out there is Irikas Letman out there in a wide receiver. And Garrett Moore is going to be in at quarterback. Sherrod is in the backfield. But the O-line is still pretty much one of the starting O-lines, or one that plays quite a bit anyhow. All right, we're going to have 2 wideouts left, 2 right, 1 back in the backfield. Takes the snap and hands to Sherrod, and he's going to kind of run in the middle there a little bit, but there's not much there. Looks like it's going to go for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. So again,
Who is that on the far side over
that's
there?
what I was trying to
Yeah.
see. I can't.
Maybe Norman. Not sure. Maybe JP. I'm not
I
positive.
believe you're right.
Yeah.
All right, Garrett's in the shotgun. 3 wideouts left, 1 right, 1 back in the backfield. Garrett takes the snap. He's looking to his left, throws out there, and throws behind the receiver. You know, with the heat of the day and the cooling of the evening, this field starts to get slick. The surface of the grass, and I see several guys slipping around. Plus, we had all that rain over the weekend. Thank the Lord for it. And I've noticed that sometimes the spikes aren't holding up too good. But again, we're going to have Garrett in the shotgun. We've got 2 backs beside him in the backfield, 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Garrett's going to take the snap. He's going to fake the handoff and run himself right up the middle, and he's going to get the first down and then some out across the 45 out to almost the 48-yard line. So it'll be first down. Red Devils with 2:41 to go in the 3rd quarter, up 41-0.
Kind of like a busted play there again. Looked like whoever we're supposed to give it to, we didn't get it to, but it worked out for a 20-yard gain. So we'll take it. First down, Lincoln County.
All right, we got 3 wideouts left, 1 right. Sherrod in the backfield with Garrett. Garrett in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Sherrod. Going to run up the middle for some positive yards, get maybe 2 yards there. And so it'll be 2nd and 8.
Mm-hmm. 41-0 Lincoln County.
All right, Garrett's in the shotgun. Got 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Back in the backfield, he hands again to Sherrod up the middle. Sherrod's going to get some more yardage out to about the 46-yard line into their territory. So it'll be 3rd down and about 5 to go.
It looks like we may give them a good dose of Sherrod from here in. I'm not sure.
All right. Garrett's still in at quarterback. We've got different formation here with 2 backs on the right. Garrett's going to hand to Sherrod. He's going to go right up the middle quickly and get to about the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Red Devils with 1:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Red Devils still up 41-0.
Yeah, it may be the point now. We may just try to, Dan, just keep this thing running and get out of here.
Yeah.
Now watch him throw a bomb. Now that I say that.
All right, Garrett's in the shotgun. Got a back to his left in the backfield. 3 wideouts to the left. He's going to hand again. Fake it to Sherrod, and he's going to run left, and he's got some room out there. He's going to get down to about the 35-yard line before he's got a whole crew, and they still haven't gotten him down. They finally blow the whistle. So he's going to get about, I'm going to say 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5.
Yeah, you like to see him fight, but when you're up 41 points, I'd like to see him go ahead and get on the ground when you got, you don't want anybody to be lost with a 41-point lead.
Yeah, at this point, we just don't want to get any starters hurt.
You appreciate the fight, but.
All right, he takes the snap. He's looking to his left, pumps, fakes it, rolls to his left farther, looking downfield. Got, JP out there. It hits him, but he's defended, and the ball just bounces out of bounds, so that'll be an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and 5. That stops the clock with 41.5 seconds. I'm surprised it's not a running clock at this point, but I know it will be in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
So Garrett is again going to be in the shotgun, going to have 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, back in the backfield. Going to take the snap and hand off to Sherrod. Sherrod is going to run left, and he's going to get through the middle out to across the 30 down to about the 35 before he's dropped. The 25, and he's just about the 24-yard line, looks like where they're going to spot the ball, so it'll be 1st down and 10 with 34 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Red Devils up, and somebody who's called timeout.
I think they did.
Timeout on Hancock, okay.
Let's take it back. We'll go back
right.
to the station, Dan, here on the Lincoln County Football Network.
All right. Garrett is still at quarterback. He's going to be in the shotgun. We're going to have 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Back in the backfield, Garrett's. Oh, we moved. They moved. I think that really should be on them because we didn't move until they moved. But it's probably, it's going to be on us. So that'll be 1st and 15. That's all right. That just allows us to get more yards on the stats.
Yeah, help your stats with all these penalties. Just our 3rd flag of the night for 15 yards, so that's kind of a positive so far. But remember, we got a lot of young guys in there now. I'm probably going to put some more in there as well.
All right, Garrett's in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand off to Sherrod up the middle, and he's going to break through there, and he's going to get down, looks like just across the 20-yard line, so that's going to be a nice gain there. Let's see where the spot is. Spot's going to be right on the 20, yeah. So it's going to be 2nd down, looks like 6 or 5. I'm going to say a long 5. So we are, looks like it's maybe the last play of the 3rd quarter if we even get this off. Garrett in the shotgun, he's going to take the snap, hand to Sherrod. No, he keeps it himself, and then he tries to run off the left side a little bit, and he gets it inside the 20. Looks like it'll be 3rd down and maybe a yard to go. Looks like they're spotting on the 16.
Yeah. And with the end of the quarter, Dan, let's take it back to our station for a couple of commercial breaks, and we'll be right back here in just a few minutes on the Lincoln County Football Network.
All right. We have the same folks out on the field again. Garrett still in at quarterback. We've got 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left. Back in the backfield, then a man kind of in the slot on the right. Garrett's going to take the snap, fake to Sherrod. He's going to run left, and he should have enough for a 1st down, but there is a flag down over here. Not sure what that is. That's usually in the area of holding, but never know. Could have been. There.
You haven't seen anything yet. Here he goes. Yep, you got it.
Against us.
Yep. Our 4th flag on the night, so that's going to negate a possible 1st down run by Garrett. And I guess they'll keep the clock in. Well, I guess on something like that, they're going to stop it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, please run it. All right, that's going to back us up. We'll have 3rd and a long 10. Garrett's going to be in the shotgun. 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right. Sherrod in the backfield alongside him. Garrett's going to take the snap. He's looking to his left. And he's going to throw out there. Oh, and through the hands. It was a tough pass to catch out there to Ben Turner. So it is going to be 4th and 10. And I'm guessing from here we're going to go for it. Why in the world?
I would think, yeah. And the clock is running. Damn.
Yes, sir, you are correct. So it is ticking down. Around 11, 15 and in. So Garrett's in the shotgun. Got a man in the backfield alongside. 2 wideouts right, 2 left. He takes the snap. He's looking to his left again. Now he looks to his right, rolls to his right. And there's nobody there. He's going to run the ball inside the 25, across the 20, inside the 15, across the 10. He dives down to around about the 5-yard line. That'll be 1st down and goal to go. Red Devils with 10:50 to go in the 4th quarter. Red Devils up 41-0.
A good run that time by Garrett. Showed us a little bit of speed when he hit that corner right there, and he, like you said, got down to around the 5-yard line. About an 18-yard run that time by Garrett.
All right. Garrett's in the shotgun. Got 1 back in the backfield, a wide out left. He's going to hand off to Sherrod. Sherrod's going to go up the middle, and he's going to get in the end zone. And it'll be touchdown Red Devils with 10:25 to go in the 4th quarter. 10:26 to go in the 4th quarter. Red Devils now up 47-0.
Yeah, been a big dose of Sherrod here in the 2nd half. I got him just a couple of carries in the 1st half, and he's already touched it 7 or 8 times.
How many yard run was that?
5.
5-yard run.
Yeah.
Again, we've got Max Ashmore in there for the PAT. Tyler Banks on the hold. Tyler gives him a hard count, and then he takes the snap, and that one's going to be, looks like it's through there. Yes, it is. It's good, so it is 48-0. Red Devils. Max Ashmore gets that PAT.
And let's take a quick time out, go back to the station for one quick commercial break here on the Lincoln County Football Network.
All right, welcome back to Buddy Bufford Stadium. We got lined up pretty quickly to kick, but Hancock was taking their time getting out on the field. So Max is going to kick off again. Up 48-0 here on homecoming night. Max comes up, puts a good foot into it. It's going to go down the middle of the field. Going to be bobbled at the 15-yard line and falls to the ground. Picked up at the 9. We've got coverage down there, and we're going to meet him down at about the 9-yard line. So that'll be. There's a flag in there. I don't know if that's a late hit or what.
Yeah, I didn't really. I was kind of just watching the football. We got another score. Wilkinson 15, Washington Wilkes 7. So Washington is on the board.
Let's see if we can sort this penalty out here. The referee's walking out there. It's going to be holding against them. Great. When it rains, it pours. They're going to have the ball inside the 5-yard line. Their own 5-yard line.
A lot of white, clean pants out there, man.
Yes, there are on defense. Lots of substitutions out there. Looking out there, I see one that I know started the game on defense. So we will. They will be up under center with the I formation, wide out left, 2 right. Oh, they're not an I formation. The same formation. He's not going to.
Wow,
man,
close.
He's going to get about to the 2-yard line. They were in that funky-looking formation. I thought there was a man under the center there, kind of an odd angle to that end zone from here. But I'm going to lean out the window a little bit so I can see better.
Semi-good news. The Braves have tied it up in the top of the 6th. It's 2-2.
All right, go Bravos.
Yeah.
They are on the 1-yard line, so it is second down and about 14 for them. And they're in this. Are they in this shotgun formation again?
I don't know. I think he's under
Quarterback's under center. That's what I thought was happening before. Power I. He's going to take it and run to the right. Just takes a step back and breaks through there. And we're going to greet him out there. That's Deshawn's one of those in on that tackle, along with number 18, Zyricus Letman, and who else was
Tony Beard, I think.
Tony Beard?
Yeah, number 40.
Yep, number 40. There we go. Call out some names we hadn't been able
Yeah,
to call out.
yeah, exactly. Some of our sophomores and juniors and freshmen.
All right, so it's going to be third down, and it looks like about 8 to go here in the fourth quarter, ticking down around 9 minutes, inside of 9 minutes. Red Devils up 48-0. You can go ahead and get the bus started, get it warming up.
Yeah.
All right, they break the huddle. They're in the shotgun formation again. 2 backs on either side, or 1 back on either side of the quarterback. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to take the snap, rolling to his left, looking, wanting to throw, and he flips it left-handed.
Wow.
And they actually catch it at about the 4-yard line. He was just about to be dropped for a safety.
Is that 65? Is that a 65 who had him? Josh Stewart had him locked up in the end zone, I believe, Dan, and like he threw that sucker left-handed, dude.
Like a Favre kind of move there or something. But anyway, they're going to have 4th down and 11 from about the 4-yard line, and they're going to have their punter back again. And this could be interesting. Clock ticking down, around 8 minutes left in the game. Red Devils up 48-0. All right, we've got 1 man back. Looks like Sherrod back to receive the punt. Finally, they snap it. He kicks, and it's another one of those squirts out to hit out. They're right, going to roll out across the 30-yard line and going to roll dead at about the 34-yard line. So with 7:40 to go in the game, Red Devils will take over up 48-0. And we still got some starters in there on the O-line, but everybody else
you're right. And I'm kind of wondering, why that. I mean, not complaining, but why that is.
Well, we really have 2 offensive lines. We kind of shift units in and out. So this is some of the guys that weren't in their last series.
Yeah,
Billy kind of stays in on both of them, but
yeah,
they're both getting some work. But now let's see who we're going to have in at quarterback. Is that Ben Turner at quarterback?
It looks like it sure is.
Ben Turner is in at quarterback, and he's in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap,
Uh-oh.
and bobbles it, picks it up, and bobbles it some more. And it's going to be a scrum, and it looks like they might have fallen on it.
Wow, that was interesting.
That looked like a hot potato there. I don't know. Nobody really wanted it.
They say Hancock got it. Wow. So we give it back to them on a fumble snap, and then a fumble, then a fumble, then a fumble. There was a bunch of fumbling.
Fumble, shuffle, flip. I don't know. What
I was kind of, and which again, that's cool with me. But normally Price Rogers is our 3rd string, but maybe he just wanted to get Ben some snaps, or
Is Ben quarterbacking any on JV?
I think Price is.
Yeah, I know Price had, but.
Yeah, it went the.
All right, Hancock's got the ball. 2 wideouts right, 3 to the left. Only the quarterback in the backfield, so we hadn't seen this formation all night. He's going to take the snap. He's looking to his right, throws quickly out to the right, is tipped, almost intercepted. Out there, number 40, Tony Beard was out there, and who else was out there? Was it number 89? I see him out there, Jalen Smith. So it is going to be 2nd down and 10 for them. Clock down inside 5:45 to go in the game. Red Devils up 48-0. Still pitching a shutout. Just wish the Braves were.
Yeah, me and you both. It's still 2-2 last report I got.
All right, they break the huddle again. 3 wideouts left, 2 to the right. Quarterback's the only one in the backfield. He's in a deep shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to his right, throws across the middle. It's caught right across the middle, and Deshaun rolls him into the ground pretty quickly. It looks like it's going to be right at the first down marker.
Be close, yeah.
We'll see.
Wow, this guy, look, this dude here had it marked up there, then they marked it. So it's like just flip a coin.
3rd and 1.
Yeah.
I think the guy on this line over here had it right.
Yeah, I think you're right. I like that guy over yonder, though.
Yeah, I like the one that spotted it. They're going to take a snap and just run across the middle, and they're going to get the first down out to about the 49-yard line. So with 4:50 to go in the game, it'll be 1st down for the Hancock Central Bulldogs, down 48-0.
Peace. C-Dog, what you go eat at the Corner Cafe tonight?
Ice cream.
Oh, you go eat some ice cream. Logan, what you go eat?
Hola, amigos. I'm going to eat some pizza if I want to.
Some pizza? I don't know they have pizza at the Corner Cafe.
Take the snap. He's looking to his right, throws down, got a man out there. We got a man in coverage, and it hits him in the hands, and he drops it. Deshaun was out there in coverage, but didn't quite make connection out there, so we'll give an incomplete pass.
Yeah, Deshaun kind of never really looked back, and it hit that guy right square in the hands, like you're saying, but it does fall incomplete. Don't forget tonight, after the game, whatever you're doing that, get up. This one's pretty much over. If you want to go ahead and go out to the Corner Cafe, they'll be open at midnight. They sponsored our pregame meal, our midgame meal, and probably some of it's going to be our postgame. We want to thank those out at the Corner Cafe. Go out and support them.
Got 3 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He's looking down the field. Gets tipped at the line of scrimmage, knocked down. So
not sure
they'll get nothing out of it. I think that was 61 in there, but I'm not certain of that. And they're giving him a little dap after that. So we'll say it was his. 3:30 to go in the game. Red Devils up 48-0. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Hancock Central Bulldogs. And the clock keeps ticking. We got all sorts of folks getting some playing time tonight, which is good to see. At this point, down almost to 3 minutes left to go in the game. Red Devils up 48-0. Again, the same formation, 3 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun. It's a low snap. He's looking to his right, rolls to his right. He's going to throw across the middle into a bunch of coverage, and we intercept it. Number 89 there. Jalen Smith's got it. He's running off to the right. And he's going to be dropped out there at about 31 or 32-yard line, so we'll take over with 2:40 to go. Can we go into victory formation yet?
Yeah, I think so. Jalen's a freshman. Gets him a big interception here.
All right, let's see what. It looks like Price is going to be out there at quarterback this time.
There you go.
Yep. Price Rogers in at quarterback this time. Seeing some of our JV guys getting some playing time out there. Got 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Sherrod is in the backfield alongside Price. And he's waiting for the snap. The snap comes back. He's going to hand to Sherrod. Sherrod's going to run left, and he's going to turn it up the middle, run across the middle, out around the 45-yard line, and that'll be 1st down with 2 minutes to go in the game. Red Devils up 48-0.
Yeah, we are giving him a good dose of Sherrod now. He picks up about 12 more. They give Sherrod about 64 yards on the night. So,
Madison, I don't know, my eyes may be fuzzy or something, but I saw it. There was a Doug sighting that went in front of us. All right, Price in the shotgun, takes snap again, hands to Sherrod. Sherrod tries to run it up. Nothing there in the middle, really. And that's going to go for no gain. I didn't say Rogaine either. I said
Yeah, Rogaine. Ah, gotcha.
2nd and 10, minute 20 to go in the game. Red Devils up 48-0. I know we're content just to run this clock out here. We'll take our time getting these plays off. All right, Price is in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Going to hand to Sherrod. Sherrod's going to run left, and he's going to get nothing again.
Yeah. We
Obviously,
may run one more.
obviously, at this point, they know where the ball's going.
Yeah.
So we're going to be on the left hash mark. 45 seconds left to go in the game. Red Devils up 48-0. And we're taking our time getting to the play, letting the clock run. We might even take a delay of game penalty here. Just let it run down. Take that delay of game penalty. Down inside 30 seconds. 28, 26, 25. Oh, we're going to run a play here. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand to Sherrod. Sherrod's going to run it up the middle, and he fumbles. And
wow,
they fell on it. But they've got the ball back with 10 seconds left, and the clock continues to run. They're not even going to get the offense out on the field. That'll be the ball game, folks. This game is over. Red Devils win it 48-0 tonight on homecoming.
Yep. Let's see, Scott, are you going to try to get an interview with Coach, or where are you? Can't
We'll try to.
Okay, all right, thank you.
As soon as he shakes hands, I'm going to try to get an interview with him.
All right. So Scott Deckrion's down on the field to get an interview from Coach. As soon as he can catch up with him after he shakes hands with the coaches. And again, on homecoming night, the Red Devils win it 48-0. And it always takes a little time to catch up with him, but here we go.
This is a surprise, ain't it, Coach? How you think?
My barber.
That's right. They got me out here on the field first time trying this out. Well, what you think about the homecoming win tonight at homecoming?
Well, you know, Hancock's down, and we knew we were going to win the football game. I got a lot of people to play, and, you know, I don't know how well we really played. Played well in the first quarter. After that, I think we kind of slopped around. But a win's a win. Nobody got hurt.
Yeah, that was good. We didn't get nobody hurt this season. How do you feel about Washington Wilson 2 weeks, Coach?
Well, I'm very concerned. I think the ball game there is 8-0 in Wilkerson County. They got a fullback. I mean, you know, that tailback Scott and the quarterback number 5 been 2 of the best athletes that've been starting up there ever since they were freshmen. So, you know, Washington Lincoln, they'll come here ready to play.
Yes, that's always a good game. I hope we have a good turnout for Washington Wilson. Good luck, Coach. Appreciate your interview.
Appreciate it.
All right. Well, that is the ball game tonight on homecoming. 48-0 Red Devils. We had 2 scores there in the second half. It's with 7:11 to go in the third quarter. We had a 7-yard run by Ursel Daniel with a missed PAT from Max, but then with 10:25 to go in the fourth quarter, we had a 5-yard run from Sherrod Jones, and Max made the PAT to make it 48-0.